What's going on, everybody? This is Sports Take.
What's going on, guys?
My name is DeKranis, and this is Darius Donelson.
What's going on, y'all?
How you doing, Big D?
I'm doing pretty good, bro. Feels good to be back in the studio with you, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, seriously.
You know?
And it's only us two tonight, to our listeners out there.
Yeah.
Tyler and Ariel, they both had
We're missing half of the crew. You know what I mean?
But that's okay. Life goes on. Life goes
Exactly.
on. We'll give you a good show tonight.
As always, man.
Always a good show with
We
Darius
always
and Connor.
deliver.
So what have you been up to, Darius?
Man, just working, man. You know, staying busy. You know, jobs, schoolwork, internships, man. It's a lot going on. You know, trying to apply for jobs all at the same time. It's a busy time, man.
Yeah, crazy life,
I wish I was a freshman again, just like
crazy
you,
thing.
man.
This thing we call life is crazy.
It is. The real world, man. It sets in.
All right, well, I mean, we're in a prime sports month right now. It's 2014.
Yes, we are.
Winter Olympic year. Olympics are going on. Basketball, NBA weekend's about to begin.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's getting really intense. Pitchers and catchers report on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
boy,
season.
Here we go. Oh, boy. I know you guys are excited.
I know you love baseball, Darius.
Man,
I know you love it.
So much snow, man. It's hard to think about baseball right now. It's tough.
I mean, not for me.
Not for you?
Not for me.
Year-round.
I am a baseball, you know this.
Mm-hmm.
At heart, baseball will always be my favorite sport.
Gotcha.
It's the sport you grew up with as a kid. It's the sport your dad takes you to, and like you just take in the stadium. It's a beautiful sport.
Beautiful atmosphere, man. Oh, yeah.
And that's a beautiful segue, Mr. Donelson, because we're going to segue right into Mr. Derek Jeter.
Oh, man.
The captain.
The man.
The man. One of the greatest players to ever play the game. Earlier today announced on his Facebook account that 2014 will be his last season.
Man.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah. Baseball is definitely losing one of the greatest. Not so much as to what he did on the field, I guess you could say, but his personality, like I feel like
he's a class act.
Very classy guy, yeah.
I don't even have words to describe him. Because I mean he came into the system in 92, right?
Yeah.
95 made his debut for the Yankees. I was born in 94. I was born a Yankees fan from Central Jersey. So I grew up looking up to Derek Jeter, playing baseball. I always played short, second.
Right.
And when I played shortstop, I felt like, Derek Jeter. Like he was the icon of our generation.
You're right about that, man. I think everyone, whether you watch baseball or not, you knew who Derek Jeter was.
Yeah.
And he was the big time.
And he's the kind of player you can't hate. I have plenty of Red Sox fans as friends who absolutely love Derek Jeter.
You're right.
They don't care that he's in pinstripes. They can care less. They love him to death because he's a class act, and he brings something special to the game of baseball.
You're right about that, man. You are right. You hit it right on the knob. I mean, how do you feel about him announcing it the way he did? I mean, you feel like there was anything behind it? Like, what made, like, do you have any idea of, like, why he would do something like, you know what I mean, on Facebook like this? What do you think of it?
I mean, it depends how you look at it.
Okay. I
mean, I don't disagree with him doing it this way. He was always kind of a guy who, he didn't fly under the radar, but he didn't always want to put himself out there.
Right.
So I think Facebook...
And I think that's like a big thing why people respected him.
Yeah.
Because he handled things so well.
The way he handled this, too, he basically put an open letter out on Facebook, and it was received by media outlets, and media outlets spread it for him. He didn't have to have, like, a huge press conference or anything like that. He wrote a beautiful, touching, open letter to all his fans. And
beautiful.
it was a really nice letter.
Really, I'm gonna have to read it.
Did you read it?
I'm gonna have to check it out.
He basically just talked about how he grew up, because he was born in Jersey, and he grew up wanting to be, wanted to play for the Yankees. He grew up knowing that he wanted to be a Major League Baseball player. Right. He knew what he wanted to do, and he chased that dream, and he eventually completed that dream.
Now we're talking about him today.
And now we're talking about, and he talked about how it was always the love of his life, and this will be, next year will be the first year he finally has a summer vacation and stuff like that. So, like, it was... I
mean, how many years has he been in the MLB?
Well, 95 he made his debut for the Yankees.
95.
So, 95, 2014, 19 years.
My God. That's a long time.
It's incredible. You know how old I am, Darius? 19.
19. There you go.
Matter of fact, to all my Boston Red Sox fans who may be listening, 2003 ALCS, when Aaron Boone hit that Game 7 dinger to send the Yankees to the World Series, that was on my birthday. So thank you, Mr. Aaron Boone.
Gotta reminisce, right? Gotta get it.
You have to. Especially with such a great sport like baseball. But, I mean, there's so much more going on with the Olympics and NBA. I just wanted to touch on that.
I mean, we had to. It's great, Derek Jeter. We have to speak on that.
And it happened on the day of our show, so we had to.
It's fresh news. It's fresh news.
Yeah. So we'll move right into the Olympics.
All right, cool.
Yeah, get things rolling a little bit because we're going to have a lot of talk about the NBA. So
my favorite.
So with the Olympics, we're not going to talk about too much because obviously there's a lot of events, a lot of things going down.
Right.
The one thing we need to touch on is Shaun White.
Shaun White. Who might you kind of resemble Shaun White a little bit, bro.
I get that sometimes.
A little bit.
I get that a little bit. It's mostly because of the red hair. But every so often I'll get it. But I mean, Shaun White, obviously one of the best snowboarders to ever hit the powder, whatever you want to, however you want to.
The pipe, whatever.
The pipe.
Whoa.
That might be. Anyway.
We'll
anyway, this would have been his third year winning gold if he were to pull it off. Unfortunately, he placed fourth. And this was the first time since 1998 that a U.S. snowboarder was shut out of the
since '98
out of the medals. Yeah.
Wow. I mean that's unexpected for someone like him, who's been doing it for so long, who's had such great success. Not even medal, not even place.
Yeah, like
it's hard to believe.
The guy who won first, he actually created a move. It was 1,440 degrees of rotation.
Oh, wow.
It was 2 backflips and 2 360s all together at the same time. I don't even know how you do that.
So he was well deserving.
I can barely tie my shoes without falling over. I don't know how.
And he backflipped twice in 1080 in the air.
And supposedly Shaun White had this move down. He did it in qualifications and he did it in practices and he had it down. But it comes down to the final run and he couldn't do it on the final run.
Oh, but he went for it.
He went for it. Couldn't do it.
Ah, man.
So, I mean.
Wow.
I mean, what are you going to do, though, right?
You're right about that. I mean, you got to go for it. You know, I agree with him. You got to go for it. Don't play it safe. You know, go for the win. You're Shaun White.
I mean, he still put up a score. I don't have the exact score in front of me. I think it was 90.25 or something like that. And the gold medalist put up 93. So he wasn't that far off. But
yeah, I mean, so overall it was pretty close then. From first to fourth, it was that small of a margin. Yeah. Wow.
But I mean, still.
I mean,
you're the flying tomato. I know you cut all your hair off, but you're still the flying tomato.
For sure.
And I mean, it would be great to see him back in 2018, but I don't know.
How old will he be? I know he's pretty old right now.
That's actually a very, very good question.
How old is Shaun White? We will find out for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Shaun White is 27, so he's not that old.
He's not.
I was actually gonna.
You look exactly like listeners. You guys, Connor DeKranis, look, man, spitting image of him and Shaun White, man. You get.
Yeah, and Darius Donelson looks like Sean Kingston.
I'm sure our listeners already know that.
We've been over that before.
Yep, you're right.
So hopefully it would be great to see him again in 2018.
Yeah, I think we will. I don't think he'll go out like that.
I mean, it's tough. It's always tough with Olympics, with Olympians, because they don't last as long as other athletes.
Yeah,
your Olympic peak.
Yeah, you're right.
Only so
you only can compete
long.
every, you know what I mean, once or twice in these games, almost.
Especially for the Olympics.
Yeah, for sure.
And then also with the Olympics, tomorrow U.S. men's hockey drops the puck for the first time against Slovakia.
Oh, boy.
7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We got some action on the ice.
So, Darius, what's your view on
what's up?
On U.S. men's hockey and men's hockey in general in the Olympics? Who do you think is going to place gold, silver, bronze?
I mean, I guess in this case, we got to go with the Sweet Old America, you know what I mean? We got to do it.
That's what I like to hear. You know what I mean?
USA.
That's what I like to hear.
You know, I got to root for my, know, red, white, and blue.
Yeah, you got to root for them, but I don't know. I think it's going to be a tough run for them.
Tough run?
They have 3 great teams in front of them who are commonly put on lists above them. They got Russia, Canada, and Sweden.
Oh, jeez.
So, I mean,
Canada's been killing in the games. Have you noticed Canada?
I think Canada's absolutely ridiculous.
They're doing it right now.
Canada's absolutely ridiculous. But, all right, well, I think before we get into all this NBA talk, I think we should probably go to a commercial.
All right, let's give our listeners a chance to regroup because we've hit them really hard, you know what I mean, with the Derek Jeter and everything. We'll come back.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody.
What's going on?
Darius fiddling with his headphones over here.
Yeah, trying to get everything, situated and whatnot. Seems like we're good. We're good. I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
I'm ready. Good? You good? You can hear?
Checking, mic 1 2 1 2. Like, no, I'm good.
All right, well, let's just jump right into the NBA, Darius.
Yes.
I want you to take control of the NBA.
All right, let's do it. Sorry about that, listeners. Turned on TV real quick, but we're back. Okay, so LeBron, I mean, what's NBA talk without a little LeBron talking there, right? We got to talk about the King. He said, I'm going to be on the Mount Rushmore of the NBA, or basketball, if you will. And my question is to Connor, do you like him saying this, or should he be a bit more humble about his career and the where he may end up when it's all said and done?
I mean, when you're LeBron James and you've been in the league for, 11 years now?
Yep.
Something like that. He came in
11
2003.
years. You got it.
I don't have a problem with you saying this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, you're the best in the league. Unanimously, any media outlet is going to call you the best in the league.
Right.
So, if you know it, everybody's saying it, everybody's thinking it, why not?
Why not?
You know what I mean?
You're right. Okay. I get you on that.
What do you think?
I mean, I think that, he's being a lot more vocal than we've known him to be in the past, if you catch my drift.
No, that's completely true.
I mean, it's like he's coming out of nowhere with this type of stuff. Mount Rushmore, like, we're not even talking about that, LeBron. We're not talking about that. We're talking about KD. You know what I mean? KD's holding it down. We're talking about him, and we're talking about the Pacers. You know, so I think he's trying to do a little something extra to make sure people don't forget about the Heat and himself.
Yeah, so, I mean,
you know,
even looking at it that way, it's not a completely bad move on his part.
Oh, no, not at all. I agree. I mean, yeah, come on out. I mean, as far as the other greats, the people before him, I mean, his career is on the same path as theirs just about. I mean, Jordan and those guys, they didn't really start winning until after they were 30. LeBron's 29, and he's got 2. I mean, even though he
could get a third this year.
Yeah, he could get a third this year, which would have 3 before he's 30. He's on pace to do great things just like Jordan and them guys did.
Do you agree with who he put on his Mount Rushmore?
His Mount Rushmore list, right? That was Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and what was that, Oscar Robertson?
Big O.
Yeah, the Big O.
And Jordan, of course.
And Jordan, of course, yeah. His innings. Got to have his innings. He could have probably left out Larry Bird and Magic. I mean, those guys, don't get me wrong, they were great. And what made those two even better, they went head-to-head all the time. Like, their eras just collided, which was great for the game. But there were so many other guys out there that I think maybe he forgot about. I mean, a lot of people were talking about, of course, Bill Russell was up there. A lot of guys were talking about Julius Erving, you know, Dr. J. This was great for the game. Wilt, Kareem. I mean, the list is huge, you know. And I think it varies with whoever you talk to.
Yeah, I mean, I agree pretty much with 100% of what you just said. I am a huge supporter of Oscar Robertson and believe that he should be. I believe he's, you know, you never really hear anybody talk about him. He's
You're
not,
right.
Unless talks like this come out, he's not really that talked about.
Yeah.
But as soon as talks like this come out, Oscar Robertson is always in the talk.
It should
always.
Be. It should be that way.
And I do agree that, I mean, Larry Bird and Magic are up there.
Mm-hmm.
Should they be a part of that 4 or 5? I don't know.
It gets iffy. Top 10 for sure.
See, I think Bill Russell easily goes ahead of Larry Bird.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, you could throw Kareem in there. You could throw Wilt in there. You can. The list is endless.
We'll just keep going on down.
There's so many players you can add in there.
So many. I mean, but LeBron's definitely a lock by the time his career's over.
I mean, I can't say definitely.
He's definitely not a lock.
Well, I can't say definitely just because his
right.
career's not over yet. You never know. You never know.
You.
He could have some freak career-ending injury. God forbid.
God forbid.
Knock on wood. But I'm just saying, like, you can't say definite until it's definite.
Mm-hmm.
Like the great Yogi Berra just said, it's not over until it's over. So
Yogi Berra said that?
Yogi Berra, yeah.
Oh, Yogi Berra.
Yeah, he always Yogiisms. Yogiisms.
I thought you said Yogi Berra.
If you see a fork in the road, take it.
Right. Whatever that means.
That's the point. That you're catching on. That's the point.
Like, wait,
they don't make sense. That's the point.
Gotcha.
Anyway, not to get on too much of a tangent, but
yeah.
I think it's about a 90 to 95% chance that he is considered he either overtakes Jordan or he's right underneath.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's the prince to Michael Jordan's king.
Wow.
I almost said Michael Jackson. But he's the king of pop. Wrong.
True.
Wrong king.
Speaking of his airness, you know, MJ, he recently, I think it was yesterday, his wife, his new wife, gave birth to 2 twin girls, 2 identical twin girls. So, you know, shout out to Michael out there if you guys are listening. You know, we're giving you props here on Calm Radio.
They're probably listening because the Duke UNC game was postponed. So
exactly.
He's probably not gonna.
So he's not
gonna be watching that, so he'll be listening to it.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Just a little entertainment buzz out there for you guys if you guys were into it. You know, MJ, it's relevant. Right?
Yeah. I mean, he just single-handedly reinvigorated the WNBA.
Yeah.
Watch these These two girls will grow up and completely reinvigorate the WNBA.
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, his sons never did. His sons never did anything as far as basketball wise. So maybe his girls will.
Yeah, maybe they'll get the good genes.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, so we're moving on. What do we have next?
You want to talk about the Lakers?
Oh yeah, Lakes. The Lake Show, man. The trains are just falling off the tracks with the Lake Show, man. What's going on with them? What's going on?
I don't know. I feel like it's just one of those rebuilding years. There's nothing else to really say about it. I mean,
but the Lakers don't rebuild.
That's the scary thing.
You know what I mean? When have we known them in our lifetimes to be rebuilding, quote unquote?
In our lifetimes, never. But
Never.
That's also because Kobe's been there.
Yeah, it's consistently been, doing whatever it takes, scoring 80. If that's what he has to do, he'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just a rebuilding year. They just have to focus on the future.
Yeah.
And by future, I don't mean the next 2 years. I mean
down the
5 years down the line, because Kobe's not going to be there forever.
You think that's a good move, though? I mean, when have the Lakers looking long term? This is crazy.
I know, but I mean, Kobe's not going to be there forever. You can look to the next year or two, but I mean, after that, if you don't win after the next 2 years, Kobe might be gone, and then you're at the same stage you are now.
How do you feel about, say the Lakers were to land a huge free agent, like a Kevin Love or Carmelo Anthony, which you don't like Melo?
Yeah, but he would still be good for them.
And say if Kobe's role were to change. Say he wasn't out there, 45 minutes a game or whatever it is, 40 minutes a game. Say he was out there for like 20. Maybe he came off the bench or something. He was more of a complement player at that point in his career. I mean, do you think that his career could last longer than...
I think it could definitely last longer. It's just a matter of whether or not his ego can last that long. Because I don't think Kobe's the kind of player who will accept coming off the bench.
He'll be like, nah, there's no way.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's the Laker organization.
But
he's done a lot for them.
It depends how much he wants to win.
Yeah.
Because
I know he wants that 6.
If he wants it bad enough, and they go out and get one of these big free agents like a Kevin Love or a Melo, and he...
Despite your deep hatred to Melo.
I hate Carmelo Anthony, but at the same time, like, I respect the game he plays. He's still a good player in the league. If he goes to the Lakers, he's gonna be a good addition for that organization.
He'll be that much greater, I think.
So the Lakers are 18-34 right now. If they had Melo, I could almost guarantee you they wouldn't be 18-34.
Yeah.
So he would have a positive impact. I just don't like him.
Yeah, definitely. 18-34. I mean, they're just sliding. What if they lost 6 games at home in a row or something like that?
Yeah, and the 13 games back.
Yeah,
from the playoffs, from the last playoff spot in the West.
It's crazy. I mean, they're almost like out of contention completely. It's crazy.
All right, so let's finish this off just talking about All-Star Weekend.
Woo-wee. All-Star Weekend for you NBA heads out there, man. It's coming up, man.
We got 5 minutes left, so let's
fill this out. 5 minutes left?
All
right, yeah. So I know the festivities get started on Friday nights with the Celebrity All-Star Game.
I always love watching that.
Yeah, you got to love that.
I have so much
Guys
fun
who
with
don't play ball coming out to play ball.
Especially because Kevin Hart is, like, always in it.
Yeah, I know, right? He's won MVP.
You wrote it right here.
Yeah, I got the roster for it. Two-time MVP. He's going for the 3rd. I mean, the best part about this game...
He's like the Spud Webb of celebrity basketball players.
He's so small, man. Seriously. But, like, I think the best part about this game this year, to me, personally, is the addition of my baby, Skylar Diggins, on the roster, man. I am a huge fan of Skylar Diggins, man. Seriously, I love her.
I'm going to be honest, I just don't know enough about the WNBA.
Just don't know.
I know Elena Della Donne.
Okay. Well, that's
Della Donne, however you want to say it.
I don't know how to pronounce
it. I watched her play as a blue hen a little bit.
Okay.
And she's very good, so it'll be interesting to see what she does.
Definitely.
But, like, here's the thing. Are they... I mean, I guess they could be considered celebrities, but, like, it's a celebrity game and you're getting 2 WNBA. I don't know. I just don't completely get it. But that's just me.
You're right about it. They always do it.
My favorite is Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
I'm not sure who Michael B. Jordan is.
Mark my words, will be the next Denzel Washington. Mark my words.
Who? Oh,
he is
that awkward moment,
which I have not seen yet. But
that's a movie.
You need to check out Fruitvale Station.
Okay.
Check that out.
Okay.
Later tonight, check that out, Darius.
I will.
Next week, I'm going to ask you for your opinion on it.
Okay.
So you better be ready.
I'll have everything jotted down.
But he is a very young and incredible actor.
Okay.
And he is very like think have you seen Training Day with Denzel Washington?
Yeah, of course.
Think Denzel in Training Day.
Okay. Oh wow. Jeez.
Like he's on that level in my opinion. He's
a
very
good actor. How old is this guy?
He's pretty young. He's like 24,
I was about to say
25.
he seems like a kid.
Yeah, he's really not that old.
Okay, Michael B. Jordan.
He's 27.
You guys heard it here first. Wait a minute. Is this the guy from he's not the guy from the Ratchet Anthem, is he? That's not the
Ratchet Anthem. What's that?
I don't even know. I thought he looked familiar. You guys know she Ratchet? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
They're remaking Fantastic Four. He was playing Johnny Storm.
Okay, he was in that one movie. What's this movie here? What is
That's
this movie?
Fruitvale Station.
Oh, yes.
That's the one I'm telling you about.
Right, yes. This is the one I wanted to see. Never got a chance to see.
You need to see it.
Okay.
It's very good.
Okay, I see these guys have.
It punches you in the gut.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
not as much as 12 Years a Slave does.
12
Years a Slave will slap you across the face multiple times and drag you through the dirt.
Jeez, man.
It was the best film of last year.
It's intense.
Wow.
We're gonna have to check it out.
Look how quickly we got to talking about.
Wow.
We've said we wanted to have an entertainment show.
Do we have ADHD in here or something? I feel like we do. We're just like, oh, hey, who's that? All right. Let's start talking about his movies and stuff.
Me and Darius have said before that we want to one day.
We just want to branch out and
for one show. Maybe the one before the Oscars.
Okay. I feel like that fits.
Because that's right after the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Sports is kind of dying down a bit.
Yeah. Right after the All-Star break for basketball.
You're right, man.
I think we should have we
can jump in there.
Yeah.
Get some entertainment buzz. Like we hit on it a little bit with the Michael Jordan and the kids, and we're making our way there slowly but surely, guys. You know.
Yeah, I like it. We
stay tuned in for that, for sure.
Especially if you're into film and television, we'll have a good show.
Oh yeah, my man.
All right, so real quick, we're gonna wrap up the show. Tell me your pick to win the slam dunk contest. Everybody wants to know.
Okay, so how it's set up is it's East versus West. Each team will have 3 dunkers.
First round is East versus West. Each team has 3 dunkers, and they go for 90 seconds each, just freestyling off of each other. Mm-hmm. And then the judges pick either East or West.
Gotcha.
And then they go 1v1. It's a little confusing, but
yeah. And then at the end of the night, fans can vote. Even though one team will win East or West, fans can vote for their dunker of the night.
Yeah,
which will be just one guy. Okay.
So who's your favorite dunker?
Just
to send out.
This is a very great list. I mean, we got Paul George, Terrence Ross, John Wall. I'm gonna go with the sleeper pick right now. I mean, I know Paul George and those guys can jump, but I'm going John Wall.
Oh, really? I'm gonna go with Terrence Ross.
Terrence Ross?
You heard it here first. John Wall, Terrence Ross.
Yeah, man.
I'm Connor DeKranis.
I'm Darius Donelson.
It was great talking to you guys tonight. Have a good one.
Aloha.